Hi everybody, we're so excited about the movie Sherlock Gnomes, and of course one of the most popular characters in it is the Mankini gnome. So this was the inspiration behind this cake, the Mankini gnome cake. Of course, we're having an Amazon gift card giveaway, $500 worth of Amazon gift cards. So make sure you check out the description below on how to enter in that. So I love that part in the trailer where he goes into the mud. And I think that's kind of the inspiration behind all of this because he's just such a fun character. It's 4 layers. It's made out of cake as well as Rice Krispie treats and fondant. And I want to show you how to make it. First, you want to start with a round cake. Use a cake ball pan and put it together with buttercream frosting and then put it in the freezer so it makes it easy to cut. Now I'm going to cut out the belly of my Mankini gnome. So you just kind of shape it that way in the front. Cut off a level at the top for his head and then go down straight in the back and just kind of even that out. Now we're using Rice Krispie treats for his derriere, attaching it with toothpicks. And just kind of making sure it evens out. Using Rice Krispie treats also for his head and using Rice Krispie treats to make a hat. Put it all, make sure it looks all good together and all the right size. And you're ready to go. Now we're going to take our buttercream frosting, which is a crumb coat. You put that on all over and even it out. And it can be really difficult, so with clean hands, you just kind of smooth it out. Now you're going to do the same for the hat. That's that buttercream frosting with a cake icer tip. Even it out and then smooth it out as well. I like to put all of these items in the freezer in between using it because it just makes it easier to work with, especially the body. This is the cake. I smoothed everything out on the cake with the buttercream frosting. And then now I'm going to just take a knife and put buttercream frosting on his derriere, his behind. And smooth it out again. Next, we're going to use Rice Krispie treats once again to make his legs. Make kind of it flat and wide so you can stack his body on top of it. And see how that kind of worked out that way? See how that fits? Now I'm going to do buttercream frosting again all the way around and smooth that out as well. Time now to start getting ready for the fondant. You're going to roll out a flesh tone. If you can't find it, just use white fondant and then go buy food coloring. They have flesh tone food coloring. I got mine on Amazon. Now for the head, I just use a little fondant to create some cheeks and put fondant on top as well and just really kind of smooth that out all over. Now we cut around the edges and we're going to roll that under. And you can see that's where the Rice Krispie treats are. Put a little toothpick in and shape a nose for our gnome. And use a skewer to make his nostrils. So it looks like that right there. Now it's time to roll out the red fondant. We're going to shape it in the shape of a circle and then kind of cut out like a slice of pie so we can wrap it over. This is going to go on his hat. So see how I have it wrap around and then I can cut it, kind of push it in around the top, and then I'm going to cut it down the back again and kind of mesh it all together and smooth it out. Now we're going to put the head on the body and check the hat and make sure everything looks good, and it does. So now it's time to put fondant on the legs. You can just use a tool to kind of push it around, or you can find something in your kitchen to work and then cut around it. And maneuver in the back, just like this. Shape his toes. and his belly button right there. Now I rolled out some kind of little flat circles and shaped out his ears to look like that, and then cut them so they'll be able to sit on, and use toothpicks to attach. If fondant isn't sticking, you can always use water. I made this really thick, the green really thick, because those are going to be his glasses. And if you notice, the Mankini guy, his glasses really kind of pop up. Now I cut out like little black fondant to put on his eyes, attached it with water, and cut some sides and attach those as well. Now a long strip for his beard. And we're going to cut out his lips. Put those on, the lips, and then attach the beard right after. I used a little dusting powder that you can buy. It's edible dusting powder. And put those on if you want the rosy cheeks and the rosy bottom. Now we're going to cut out his Mankini. And put that on. And of course wrap it under. Doing the same on the back with his thong. Now attaching with skewers, putting his body onto his feet. We're going to finish off his head, the back of his head, with some red. Roll out some arms, use toothpicks to attach them. Squish out his hands and add some fingers. And put on his head. Again, use skewers when you attach them. And you're going to want to do the same thing when you attach the hat, or it's going to fall. I suggest freezing this up until the point you're going to use it, because if not, the head and the hat are so heavy, they'll squish the cake body. If you don't mind just using all Rice Krispie treats, you can use that for the body as well. All right, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this Mankini gnome cake tutorial. Of course, if you have any questions for me, make sure you put them in the comments below. Of course, we'd love your ideas. I'd love you to tell us what you'd like us to make next time. Who knows, we might actually pick your idea for our next cake. Of course, we'd love your ideas. I'd love you to tell us what you'd like us to make next time. Who knows, we might actually pick your idea for our next cake. Be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and turn on those post notifications. That way you can find out anytime we have a new video coming in on our threads. We make videos every Thursday. We call it Treat Thursdays. And of course, we do tips on Tuesdays. So check us out on those days as well. Hope you enjoyed your gnome Mankini. See you later. Bye.